Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Steven, and today we're going to be talking about getting you to that nice little spot where you can say that you're an expert, okay? Becoming at least the expert compared to the average individual, okay? So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to get started here in a couple of seconds, but I want you guys to grab a pen and paper and take some notes, especially if you're new to the network marketing game or new to selling products and doing business online. You're going to want to take notes here, guys, because I promise you by the time we're done this training, you will know more than 95% of the average people out there. Alright, guys, let's get the party started. Take care. A lot of you are worried and scared that you don't have enough information to call yourself an expert. And you know what? I really admire that. I admire that you're not just going to slap something together, guys, and throw it out there and say, I'm the number one guru. Because chances are is that the majority of us aren't. And we all had to start from somewheres. So I'm going to give you guys some knowledge that, you know what? Even if you know absolutely nothing about this topic, I'm going to hopefully get you to that next level. So let's get started, okay, guys? The truth is that, you know what? You can see my little pyramid here, okay? And there's 3 categories. Now, the truth is that 95% of the world, okay, they're going to fit at the bottom box. Now, I like to look at this sort of like school. Okay, when we start young, we go to elementary, we go to middle school, and we're learning how to read and do our basics and nothing all that glamorous. Then we get to high school. And high school is where we sort of perfect our spelling and become a lot more educated and learn how to, do certain things with a lot more class and a lot higher of a level than you were doing in the elementary and the middle school level, okay? And then you got the cream of the crop, okay? Now, I can tell you right now that very little people actually end up being there, okay, guys? But don't be intimidated, okay? To get a PhD level in this marketing game, whether it's selling a product or doing MLM, it's going to take a little bit of a learning curve. It's going to take a little bit of the time. But the good news is, guys, is that if you can get yourself to just the high school level, you're going to probably know more than what 95% of the world already knows. And I'm sorry, but, I think that is pretty fair, that I can say that at the end of this presentation, you should definitely be a very hefty step towards hitting that middle level, okay, guys? So let's get the first ball started. The first thing is that nowadays, everything's on computers, guys. Everything is now at 10 times the speed it used to be 20 years ago. Okay, 20 years ago, the only way to get your information, whether it be about your product or be about your services, was to either go door to door, set up a shop, or by word of mouth. That was the only way. Okay, so if you guys didn't have the money to start your own store to sell your own product, it was going to be very hard for you to sell that product on an ongoing basis. It's the same thing, like if you were to go nowadays, guys. Imagine this. Imagine you go to a doctor who uses the tools from a doctor that did it in the 1600s. You're going to run out of there. Well, guys, right now what we got to understand is that those steps that were built 20, 30 years ago, those still work. Don't get me wrong, talking to your family, talking to your friends, going and setting up a store and doing these booths and all these things. That obviously works, okay? That's the cornerstone of how our society is at this time in North America, okay? Sales are always going to be around, but the amazing and great thing that the internet and the computer has brought to us is now you can get a bunch of individuals to learn about your product and service a lot faster. Okay, guys? anything, whether it's you wanting to sell a product or wanting to be part of the multi-level marketing business, the key and the trick is get as many people as you can to be exposed to your product or service, and then you are going to sort. There's going to be some people who don't care about it, some people who are interested and want more information, and then there's your red apples, okay? Some will, some won't. So what? Keep moving, because you want to get as many eyeballs on your product and your service as possible, guys. Okay? Now, some of the platforms, a lot of you, especially if you're new to the game in itself, you don't quite understand how powerful Facebook, blogs are, Twitter is, Instagram. If you're an entrepreneur in the year 2018, and you're coming to me and saying, well, why do I need a Facebook ad? Why do I need to do Instagram posts? Who cares about Twitter? Well, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm not sure what type of entrepreneur you think you are, but you're probably not having as much success as you possibly could. Okay, guys? And if you are having success, amazing. But guess what? If you were to learn how to utilize the platforms to be able to do instant videos, do advertisements, get your word out by just putting a little post on Facebook about your product. Okay? Now, I could sit here and talk about something like this probably for hours. But the point is, guys, is that you need to use the tools that are available to you to spread that word. Okay? Now, here's the thing, guys, is you can have all this knowledge, but unless you actually put in the action, you're not going to have any success. Okay? So yes, maybe you're going to have to watch less TV and play less Nintendo 64 or, whatever the Wii and all those things are right now. The Xboxes. I used to be a game fanatic. Okay, I loved it. I had all the Xboxes, all the PlayStations. I had everything. But the one thing I realized is that, oh my God, I'm spending 8 to 10 hours on this thing and I'm not getting anything done. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. I understand those things are fun, but you need to look at the bigger picture, guys. If your goal is to have your own business and to actually make money online, you're going to have to give something up. The bigger the sacrifice, the bigger the payout is going to be. Okay? I'm going to say that again. The bigger the sacrifice, the bigger the reward is going to be. Okay? Maybe you need to stop going out with your friends every single weekend. A, it's going to save you money that you can put towards your business. And B, you don't have to worry about the hangover the next day. Okay, guys? The other thing is a lot of people are lazy. Oh my God. People, you don't need 10 to 15 hours of sleep every single night. Okay? Let me give you an example. For those of us who are up and down, you ever get 5 to 7 hours of really good sleep? And then you wake up all refreshed, and then you get the next night or 2-3 nights 10 hours of sleep, and you wake up all groggy and wondering what it is? Your body has a negative impact when you get too much sleep. I know that might sound funny. You only got 24 hours a day, guys. Just like the rest of us. Okay? The only difference, I could show this opportunity, or I could show a certain product and tell 2 guys to sell it. And you know what? One guy's going to be successful and one is not. They both got the same product. They both got the exact same amount of time. But you know what the difference is? Why one will be successful and one won't? The difference is you. Okay, so to take my example, the difference is who is that individual. One's going to be lazy and one's going to get to work. We could give you, or you could find online, the best product or the best service or the best opportunity. But unless you're willing to give something up and bust your butt to get that reward at the end, it ain't gonna happen. Okay, guys? And you know what? A lot of people online may promise you a million things, promise you you're gonna make $1 million here, make $1 million there. I can't say all of them are lies, because of course I haven't tried them all out myself. But after my 36 years here on Earth, I can tell you that it's very hard, guys, to find something that is the truth and that will give you money on an ongoing basis. Anybody can go out there and make a quick $100. I'm talking about day after day, year after year, a proven strategy that you've implemented, which if you haven't watched that video yet about how you implement a strategy, guys, you might want to look it up later on. But you want to look at ways that you can be making money 24 hours a day. Okay? Now, how are you going to do that? Well, one of the things is you got to know who your client is. Okay? If you got a product or a service, who's the client? Are you selling little toys to kids? Are you selling, big encyclopedias or, whatever it may be? I highly doubt anybody buys encyclopedias ever, nowadays, but you get my point. Okay, if you're going to sell a car, for instance, you're not going to go and set your target to be a bunch of, young kids who are between the age of, 12 to 15. It makes no sense. No, you're going to look at the fathers and the mothers who are driving their kids around. So that's what you're going to focus on. So here's a couple of things that I was able to write down just to give you guys a little bit of ammunition to get your brain starting to, look at this and start to create the juices going in. Okay, guys? So the first thing in itself is, what are their age? Okay? Take a look as to what is your product and who would this be? Would it be for a younger child? Would it be for maybe a student, a college kid? Is it for maybe mom and dad? Is it for singles? Is it maybe for more geared towards married couples? Is it maybe better for a man or maybe for a woman, And what I mean by that is, if you are selling flowers to a flower shop, okay, who normally likes flowers and candy? Women. So you're going to try to go based on what is popular that season. What are women attracted to? So when the husbands come and they get something, they're going to be able to get something beautiful that the woman's going to like. Okay? Or something as simple as, a certain sports car or a certain baseball bat or knife that, is geared towards the hunters or the big time baseball players. Know who your audience is, okay? Sometimes you got to look at their income. If you're trying to sell a BMW, guys, you're not going to be going to an income family that's normally bringing, under 30 grand a year. Okay? And even then, right? BMW and the Rolls Royce Rolls Royce, perfect example. Do you think Rolls Royce is going to waste their time, or for the Ferraris and the Lambos, do you think that they're going to even look at you unless you're making almost 6 figures a year? Chances are probably not. Now, there are loopholes that I've heard about going around that, but guys, realistically, you want to buy a Lambo, it's a lot of money. Okay, so look at your product. Look at, is this for the low-income family or the really high-end, people that I want to sell it for a little bit more of an expensive, category. All right, guys? Look also what they tend to buy, because the fact is that, guys, if these individuals are looking at your product, you're probably in the same type of playing ground as other products. So look at what are those products that your customers are using, because then you can take all this information and you can go and target specific people. Okay? And there's a whole bunch of them, that I've listed on here that you can take a look just to get the creative juices. But the whole point that I wanted you guys to get out of this slide was, think about who your client is, and the more that you can pinpoint who that person is, the better it's gonna be. Because with the great power of the internet, we can now take all that information and tell the computer, go find me clients. That's right. The computer, you can put it, and it's very, very easy, guys. Okay? I can go up there and I could say, find me people between the ages of 20 to 45 who are males, who are living in North America, whose interests are hunting, guns, and the military. And also they're making over $50,000 a year, and they're single, and they enjoy, all these different things. You put that information, spit it out to the computer then sends you back clients. Then you're going to take all those clients and start building a list, which I'll talk about in a couple of minutes. And then you're going to find out who likes what, who bought your product, who was interested, who totally hates your product. And then you're going to break that down into a smaller pool, an even smaller pool, until you get this handful of very, very knowledgeable, history of clients. And you could say, okay, these are my hot tomatoes. These are my red apples. These are the clients I'm looking for. And boom, once you get those numbers and all that stuff figured out, you're laughing, my friend, all the way to the bank. Because all you need to now do is look for those key people and put your product or your service in the front of them. And I can guarantee you, more than 80% of the time, they're going to buy it. Okay? So with that being said, a lot of clients, there's a couple of different ways people are going to find you. Okay, guys? One is by search engine. Okay, so if you have this really, really cool, cars, let's use cars again. Or you know what, let's use weight loss product. If you got the best weight loss product and somebody's coming online and saying, show me how to lose 10 pounds in a month, they might fall on your product. Okay, so that's one way they're going to definitely look you up. Depending on how high you're Googling, are you ranked on Google, what keywords you're doing, are you doing videos? There's so many different things that we could talk about, how people can search on the internet and find your product. Okay, guys? I won't spend too much time now because, as I said, I'm not giving you the PhD level here. I'm just giving you a rundown so that way it's not too much, but so you know enough. Okay, social media. So this is your Facebooks, your Twitter, your blogs, okay, the advertisements. That's where you're going to show a lot of your friends, family, and those outside, hey, this is a product. What do you think? Do you like it? You're going to utilize that, okay? And the last one is, yes, once again, the word of mouth aspect, okay? Because doing word of mouth is still an amazing way. Now, a lot of people get this wrong and they think, oh, well, word of mouth just means I'm going to tell this guy and that's it. No. The internet is a perfect way for word of mouth as well, guys. Because think about it. Say, for instance, they fall on your social media website. They look at your product and they're like, oh my God, this is amazing. What are they going to do? They're going to turn around and say, hey, Jim, did you check out, Matthew's blog? He has this amazing product. Or, hey, Julie, did you look at that, amazing bag that, Susan is now advertising? That's word of mouth, guys. That's why the power of the internet is amazing, because people are not only going to get to see your products, they're going to get to then turn around and refer these products to people. And it happens all the time. How many times you out there and say, hey, Jim, I found a great restaurant. Hey, Mike, guess what? I found these great shoes on sale last week. Or, hey, Karen, I found this amazing dress at, Bloomingdale's or wherever you shop nowadays. Okay, guys? So, just make sure that you know who it is and what you're looking to strive for, okay? Now, this in itself is some very good information, okay? A lot of people, when they're trying to start into the game, they just take their product and they say, you look at this product and buy it today. That doesn't work, guys. Okay, like I said previously, you'll eventually get to the point where you know who your market is, and you'll be able to break it down to eventually show the product to the right people. But until you get there, don't go out there spamming everybody, because you're going to turn people off. Okay, especially if you have a product, give them a little taste. Maybe do a little presentation of, this is what a product is doing to help resolve this issue. Hey Jim, are you tired of cutting tomatoes the average way? Well, look at a product that I seen and I found that might be good for you on how to cut tomatoes in a more interesting style. It was able to turn that tomato into a rose. Who knows? Whatever your product is. And guys, this is vital if you think that you're going to get into online marketing and you're just going to hit ClickBank and grab their product and start throwing it around. No. Okay? People that can do that, it's because they know what they're doing and they've been in the game for quite a while. Okay, guys? For somebody just to go on ClickBank, hit the top product of the month, send it out to their blast email and their mailing and get millions of... They've been in the game for a while, guys. You're not there yet. You need to build trust. Okay? People don't like to be sold to. People want to hear what you have to say, and you need to build that relationship. Okay, guys? For instance, why am I doing this right now? Because I care about helping you. I want to build a relationship where I can one day turn around and maybe say, hey guys, this is a product I'm working with. Let me know if you think that it's of good quality. And then get your feedback, because we've built that relationship. If I was to just come on here and throw a bunch of things at you, you're going to totally be turned off and be like, why is this guy doing that? Yes, of course, I'm sitting here trying to build a relationship with you, but I'm sorry, I think that I'm giving you good quality information here, guys, okay? And to me, giving you good quality information is more important to help you succeed and you to learn the basic steps, because I'm a big believer that the more people that I help out there, eventually my goals and dreams will come true. I'm still working towards my dreams and goals too, guys. Yes, I've gone a lot further than I was from, being where I was in the past. But we're always trying to help each other, right? And we're always working towards a better future. Now, the one thing that you need to do is make sure it is good quality, guys. Okay, take your time. Try to explain things the best way you can, okay? Now, if you are going to be offering something, people love free stuff. So I wrote down a couple of things just to get your creative juices once again going as to what you guys might want to look into, okay? One is free reports. A lot of the time, a lot of people are offering free ebooks, free videos on focusing on a problem and offering a way to be able to solve that problem, okay? I love doing that because you could sit down, make a video or write an ebook and say, guys, if you're having a problem, here's a solution, or here's what I found worked for me. Now, what works for me or worked for you doesn't mean it's going to work for everybody, but you know what? I personally love doing that method. Another one is, if you're a real estate agent, for instance, an ebook or a video might not really, fit the situation. So offer to do a free consultation. Tell your clients, listen, I'll come to your home and I'll take a look and I'll offer you a couple of free tips, and maybe we can sit down and discuss what I can offer you for free with no strings attached and no obligations. Okay, if you offer services, tell them, hey guys, you know what, why don't I give you a 1-month free trial? Take the opportunity to try out the product or the service, and if you like it, you can keep going with it. Okay? Sometimes, guys, I understand that we can't always do that. So maybe something like turning around and saying, well, you know what, guys? I'm going to go ahead and create something for free. But we're going to go ahead and find out what the problems are that you're expressing, or what are your problems, and I'm going to help resolve them. I've seen people, honestly, I know that sounds silly. I've seen people send out videos, okay, saying, guys, shoot me your 5 top problems that you're having launching your business. And then what they do is they take those, best questions, 5-10 best questions, and they create a video or an ebook on answering those questions, and boom, they got a product, they got their free service. And if it's of good quality, the customer's going to come to them and be like, oh my God, he really actually helped me. He gave me some information. He helped me resolve something, or motivated me. Whatever you got to do, guys, to help the other person get better. Okay, because what's going to happen is once they've, gotten better and learned stuff, they're going to now start to look at you as becoming the expert. You might still just be at that high school level, but it's okay. Take other information that you learn, put it into something, help others, get them to start trusting you, build that relationship, and eventually, guys, when you throw the product to them, they'll be more open to looking at the opportunity. I'm not saying they're going to 100%, take that opportunity. I'm advising that they will be more open to looking at it. Okay, guys? Next step is especially for MLM, we all have the same type of landing pages, okay? Do something to stand out. Okay, you gotta start creating a list. Okay, guys, which I'm gonna talk to you in a moment about. But the first step is create a landing page. Okay, so that way when people look at your product and you say, okay, you're having a problem on creating a funnel. I'm gonna show you how to create a funnel. The person looks at the quality of your product, they enjoy it. Now what are they going to do? Okay, well, you want to gear them towards your site, but don't just throw them to your final sales page, guys. Capture their emails. Get what you can, get the information so you can keep following up with them. Okay, the money is made always on the follow-up. Money is not usually made on the front end. It's always made on the follow-up. Okay, so if you can create a landing page where you're going to start to take your spider web that I explained to you, okay, and you're going to start shooting products all towards them. Okay, and what I mean by the spider web is all your Facebook, your Instagram posts, your television, everything, all that, all those individuals are going to start to notice. Then they're going to go for their free product. The product is great. They're going to get, the opportunity to maybe look at a second or a third product that you have. The entire point is you guys need to keep following up with them. Okay? Now, there's a couple of things that every landing page needs. Okay? First, it has to work properly. If it doesn't work properly, guys, it ain't going anywhere. Next one is it needs an eye-catching headline. Okay? Capture the customer's attention right off the bat. Okay, you want to build a trust element. Certain people won't even look at a business site that isn't rated by the Better Business Bureau. Okay, now of course, depending on what it is that you're doing or selling, that may not be relevant, but anything that you can put on your website to prove, and it has to be honest. Okay, don't just go cut a picture out of the Better Business Bureau and throw it on your website, because that's not being honest, guys. And if clients catch you doing that, they're never going to trust you. Okay, the one thing is you always got to be honest and always give good quality, okay? And the last one is a call to action. Make sure that when these people come to your web page, they know what to do. They're going to give you their email, give you their name. If you can get the telephone, great. And then you're going to then show them the opportunity after that. Now, one of the tricks is do not have, okay, when they give you that information, don't have it linked directly to your product. Because a lot of people nowadays put fake emails. Okay, so when you're creating your entire system here, you're going to make sure that when you go and you capture their email, you capture their name and their phone number if possible, that another page is going to come up and it's going to say, thank you for your interest. The link is in your email. Okay, and the reason why is because if they really want your information, now they got to go back to their email, they got to open it up, and then you know it's a real email. And if it wasn't a real email they gave you, chances are they're going to hit that back button and put the real email just to get your free product, okay? So just remember, guys, to me that's very important. Now, the one thing that is important is I'm currently using an autoresponder to help every single week, every single month. People that do join to look at my products and my services, okay, they're going to get an email, okay, random, every 2-3 days. However, whether it's to introduce something, give them more training, such as this, whatever it is that I'm doing, I have emails going out all the time. And the reason why is, once again, guys, relationship marketing. So I'm using Aweber, okay? I'm very comfortable with it. And for my landing page, I personally suggest Online Sales Pro. I'll make sure that I put the link to the Online Sales Pro as well, because you know what, guys? Honestly, to me, it's probably the easiest tool to use. Very great quality product in itself. The one thing you need to understand, people, is that the rule of 7. The rule of 7 is basically this. Most clients are not going to buy your product or listen to your opportunity until they've been exposed to that product or service at least 7 times. Okay, there was a study done that says that the average consumer has seen the product at least a minimum of 7 times before making their first purchase. Okay, guys, so you know what, that's why we have autoresponder, because we understand that the client might not buy it right at first. You want to start giving them a sequence of emails, which I'll touch base in a couple of moments, and if you actually follow that sequence, you know, you'll start to build that relationship, guys. Just make sure, once again, you're being honest. Don't BS, because a lot of people can smell it a mile away. Give them good quality and be honest. If you are actually giving a great quality product and you can help resolve an issue, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. You're giving this person the opportunity to get a good quality product or a service that, you know, could potentially help them. Okay, guys? Now, what I did was I wrote 7 emails, okay? 7 emails that I normally use. Okay, guys? The first one here, as you can see, is you want to address a problem. Okay? So, what problem is it that most people have that you're looking to help them with? Okay? That's pretty standalone in itself. The second one is where your product or your service is going to solve that issue. Okay, so by now they know what the problem is. They're like, that's right, I got that problem all the time. And then you hit them in the face with number 2 email saying, well, guess what? If you got this problem, here's how I'm going to fix it for you. And then number 3, because now they're like, well, that's interesting, but they're not going to always buy it right off the bat. They're going to be like, that's interesting. You're going to get the gears in their head starting to think, well, I wonder what other things are out there like that. Number 3 is when you come out and you show what are the features and benefits. Hey, Jim, you know that special knife you liked or that special scissors you wanted? Well, here's the other features that it has, and it's stainless steel, and look at all the bells and whistles. That's when you want to sell the product to really give it a good little umph, okay, guys? Then email number 4, okay? Have people who have tried your product or have taken part in your services give a little testimony. Okay, guys, if you're new to this and you got a product and you're like, well, I haven't sold anything yet, that's fine. There's so many ways. Guys, what you could do is just go ahead and walk up to a family member and say, can you try this product and let me know what you think? Go to a friend. If you're in school, Go to some students, go to a teacher, go to the supermarket if you have to, and tell people about it. Ask them, hey, would you be willing to do this? Now, is it going to take a little oomph to do that? Maybe you're not comfortable doing that. Understandable. But you want to try to get somebody to give a real quality testimony. Guys, don't buy testimonies online. Please don't. Because the thing is that I'm going to tell you why. If you end up buying testimonies online, it's probably not going to be, a really good quality testimony. And secondly, when the person gets the product, if it ain't up to standards, you've not only ruined your chance of ever making a sale, but you've also ruined the chance of somebody who actually spent the time to make a good product. The second time that person is exposed to that product, they're going to be turned off. Okay, so when you people out there, when you're selling these products and giving these services that are crap, you're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting all of us. Because people like myself and my team who take pride in putting the best quality we can and not taking a penny from anybody until we feel we've given you everything, well, now you're making everybody be scared. That's why so many people are afraid of multi-level marketing, because so many people are selling stupidness out there and they've been burned. So when an actual real good organization comes around, everybody is all skeptical. Okay, because they've been burned. Now the fifth one is I'll normally offer, if you can, a guarantee. So a 30-day money back guarantee, which honestly, that's if the quality's there, guys. Shouldn't be afraid to do that. If that's not your thing, maybe a private session. So what I, for instance, tend to offer sometimes is that if you get one of my products and it doesn't work for you, I'll give you 2-3 hours of my time of personal online coaching. Okay, something like that. For some people, they have such a great service and great quality product that they can say, hey guys, if you join my MLM, I'm going to guarantee you, you're going to get 2 clients in your downline by the end of the week. And if not, well, guess what, guys? Here's your money back. So something that's giving them that enticement. Not everybody's going to be able to offer the money back, and that's understandable, but do what you can to give them something. Entice them in some way to get them to go and take that extra look, okay? Email number 6 is basically what you're going to do is give them an entire wrap-up of the previous 5 emails. Okay, and I'm not saying send them the same 5 emails once again. No, I'm saying number 6, something like using the tomato again. Guys, have you ever wanted to shape your tomatoes in a different way? Well, look at Ralph's super duper knife cutter. It can now turn that tomato into a magic rose. Now this knife not only can turn this into a rose, but it is stainless steel, has an amazing grip, can slice, never needs to be sharpened. And if you get it today, folks, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee if this is not the best super duper, tomato cutting, flower creating knife that you've ever seen. Did you see how I did that, guys? Something that simple. Okay, that's just off the top of my head, guys. I swear to you it is. Because I don't want to give you guys anything fake, okay? Actually, I thought that was pretty good myself. And then the 7th one is I always like to do a little follow-up, okay, guys? To explain to them, thanks, here's the benefits. Hope things are working well for you. You know what? And then leave it like that. And then what you do is, here's the secret sauce. Give a little bit of space, because if you send too much at once, okay, eventually they're going to just delete it. Okay, they're going to unsubscribe, or they're going to get so fed up of getting your emails that they're going to want to delete you off of their list, and boom, you've lost that client. So give a little bit of time. Give a couple of weeks. You know what I mean? And then follow up. Hey, Sam, we noticed that you never bought that super duper knife. You mind telling us why? We got a special promotion. Buy one, get the second one for free. That's how you build your relationship. Sorry, guys. That's how you build a relationship with people. Okay? All the best people do it. Do you think that baseball teams don't go out there and recruit? Of course they do. Do you think Zellers, Walmart, Staples, you name it, they all recruit? That's why we have interviews, people. That's why you create a resume to follow, and you're a product. You need to highlight your best aspects and your best attributes for that company. The only difference here, guys, is we're doing it online. Okay, that's the only difference. You're a product. You're a human being that's going there to do a service for them. And what do they want? They want the best quality person they can at the cheapest price. That's what they want. Okay, they don't care if you're a nice person, loving with purple hair. They don't care. They want who can do the job at the cheapest price, and that's what most people look for, is quality in a product for the best price they can get. And that's what we're offering them, people. We're saying this is why my product's better, and here's what we're going to do. So I hope you got something out of that. The next one here is, as I already mentioned, was we're going to be getting people with the landing page. Okay, now here's a couple of free ways, and I'll do another video on, some paid traffic and free ways to make it. So you can definitely look ahead to probably me creating a couple more videos, ways how to get some free media, okay, guys? But for right now, social media, YouTube, radio shows, ads, newspapers, Meetup's a great place as well, blogs. Those are a couple of free ways that you can actually put out an ad or a video and have people look at it. Remember, this is the internet. Okay, so if you put it and people look at it, a year from now, they might fall onto a blog you did or a YouTube show. Think about the YouTubers out there. When they do one video, what did they do? They created an entire channel, so now you can go watch all their previous shows. And they're getting money off of that, guys. So they'll make a show today, and 6, 7, 8 months down the road, they've already made 30 shows, and you're looking at the one from 6 months ago. That's the beauty of the internet, guys. Now, paid traffic, would not suggest it for new people necessarily, and I'm going to tell you why. This is only my own personal opinion. Before you start throwing cash out there, you want to make sure that you know who your target market is. Okay? So that, to me personally, is going to take a little bit of time. You need to first learn who are your clients. Because as I said before, the smaller you can make that pool of people, the more specific you can be. And then you could tell Facebook, AdWords, Google, Bing, all of them to pinpoint these certain clients. Okay? And trust me, they already have all this information. Facebook and Twitter and all them, they know where you go on a daily basis. They know who you talk to. They know where you work. They know what you're doing. They know what stores that you've been to recently. You ever go on the internet and realize, oh, I just looked up vacations. What's all the advertisements coming your way for the next 2 days? Save money on your bikini. Save money on this great little trip to the Caribbean. How do you think people get that? Because they know what you've searched, guys. They know what you've looked up. So now, if you can go and show, if you can ask the computer to spit out certain people, then, yeah, it's worth the paid advertisement because you know how to, narrow down those clients. But until you're there, guys, I'd be careful, especially if you're working with a small little budget, guys. Try to start getting a couple of eyes and start learning who your clients are first, and then go out there. Now, this next little link, okay, I honestly, I debated about giving it, but I wouldn't be honest and I wouldn't be giving you that final cherry on the top unless I did. Okay, guys? You want to look up this site. I cannot tell you enough about it, okay? This gentleman has created a site that basically does anything and everything you need to do for Instagram. You want clients to be coming to your profile instantly, non-stop, morning, day, 24 hours a day, and you don't even gotta touch it. You don't even gotta look at Instagram, and you got clients coming in every single day. Check out the link that I'm giving you. It's www.socialmeds.io, done by an amazing person. One of my definite people that I look up to in this world. And personally, guys, I think it's well worth it. This is something that I'm using right now, and I'm getting great results. Absolutely amazing results, guys. Every day I wake up to new people saying, hey, can you give me more information about your products? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. But I hope that you guys got something. I really do, guys. And if you did, just give me a thumbs up and maybe tell me what it is that you got. And if you didn't, I'm very sorry. But you know what? That's an opportunity for maybe me to grow. So if you didn't get something out of this, tell me why. Tell me what you thought about it. So either way, this should be an interesting trend. And I look forward to speaking to you guys once again. Once again, all the best. And I wish you the best. And out for tonight. Take care, guys.